of shaitan and nafs. This is such a weapon or a tool that shaitan utilizes, that good people who are upright people, they get pestered, they get annoyed and targeted by shaitan and nafs. And then that person, due to the thoughts and whispering, he slowly starts to distance himself from deen. And if he doesn't get far from deen, then at least he gets weak. And if he doesn't get weak, then minimum he will be confused. And it's obvious this situation wasn't before. Bad thoughts and feelings that, I've come onto the deen, the path of deen, I do the work of deen, I pray salah, I do good actions. So why are these bad things happening to me in my life? Why am I not in a positive situation? Why have I got problems? Why am I getting ill and sick? And why not others? Why are my worldly aspirations and ambitions on hold and frozen? Why am I on a day-to-day basis struggling, etc.? Person starts to think like this, and shaitan, he turns that person's focus and attention and direction, and then he turns that person who was practicing deen towards other people who don't believe in Allah, or say who don't practice deen, or who aren't maybe upright people, and he sees that these people are maybe progressed. Wherever they put their hand, it turns to gold. Whatever they put their hand on, it turns to gold, and they look happy outwardly. They look happy and content and at peace. And he looks at himself inwardly and thinks, what's the issue here? And then other people he looks towards, who he puts on a high pedestal, they look at him and smirk at him and laugh at him or snigger at him. Look, what is this person doing? And the person, then he starts to cry on his position. Just like, for example, there are two people in parallel. One's, Allah Ta'ala said that this is a secret. This is my secret. Azizun Hakim, the first person Sufis are practicing, who strove to do good, and he was practicing, and he wanted to eat honey and he couldn't get that jar, and the reason was that Allah Ta'ala said, I had already increased his rank, elevated his rank for the akhirah. You saw him crying that he couldn't get the honey. Now let me show you. Just look towards him now. Where is he going now? After death, where's he reached? And he saw the angel, Allahu Akbar. In Jannah he was living in such palaces and luxuries and mansions. Forget a jar of honey. His jar of honey he could not attain in the world, but he had rivers of honey flowing. My brothers, if you don't get here what you want in the world, no problem, but Allah will definitely give there. Don't wilt. Don't shudder. Don't be worried. Don't leave deen for the sake of dunya. Don't sacrifice deen for dunya. This is nafs, base desires. The second man who was given the fish, Allah said, I wanted to give him the worst adab, punishment. And for this reason, we need to understand this point. Why? Allah Ta'ala said that I didn't give him any pain or difficulty in the world. No problems. He was never ill. He never sneezed. Why? I didn't want, Allah Ta'ala said, that I give him less than of adhab in the hereafter. Allah said, I'm Rahim. I'm merciful. I'm Rahman. I'm Rahim, I'm gracious, merciful. Allah Ta'ala said, so I didn't want any rahmah to go near to him in the world. And he used to put his hand out, his second shop would open. Whatever he touched would turn to gold. Third asset would come. I made him enjoy the world so much. And people who used to come to him, he used to laugh at them, snigger at them. What were these people, lowly people who aren't close to me? And in my level, he used to sit one leg crossed on the other. And they'd have all enjoyment and eat and drink and be merry. But he wouldn't have the tawfiq to do the good. And then when he had the desire, what did he have the desire for? And when the problem came, this was the sabaq Allah Ta'ala gave, the lesson. That this person, don't look towards such a person, rather have khawf and do istighfar. That those people play with the wealth and money. They get a lot in the world. Outwardly looks like they're happy, but they're free from deen. Then look at his condition, and we should have fear that that person, he's living the path of sin, and we think that he's enjoying life in the world, luxury, comfort, glitter, glow, but how many days will that enjoyment be? This is sugar-coated enjoyment. You understand sugar-coated? We shouldn't be fragile. A person on the deen, practicing the right path, shouldn't be fragile. He sneezes, has a few problems, he starts to complain and cry. Have istaqamat. Allah, we are yours, that's it. Thumma istaqam. Become steadfast. Allah, we believed in you, we accept you, we know you. And whichever hal you keep us in illness or in a bad situation, whichever hal you keep us in, we are with you, we will not leave you, Allah. We will not leave you. Allah Ta'ala prefers this, that person, the shukr. Allah Ta'ala gives ill health, He gives good health, He gives wealth, He gives poverty. That's it. If Allah has given us the path, given us deen, we've got understanding of deen, the good path, the good practice, good deeds, good character. So why do we leave that then after that? Is this a changeable deen? Is this flexible? Is this a path that we can come off when we want? Never, never. Understand, this track Allah Ta'ala has given to us, and we should drive the car fast on this track. Drive it fast with speed towards success permanently on this track. Don't come left, right. Don't take the exit. Never have a bad thought. Never have bad thoughts or doubts. Oh, due to deen, I've got less income, no rizq. I can't, if I leave prayer, then I will be successful. I'm leaving my shop to go to salah and my customers are decreasing. No, don't think like this. Concentrate on Allah. Focus on Allah, what Allah Ta'ala wants us to do. So when bad thoughts come, doubts come, consider, understand, these are test trials. If dunya is not coming, no problem. Allah wants to keep me hungry, no problem. What difference does it make? If Allah Ta'ala doesn't want to give, don't give. But I won't leave His salah. I won't leave His ahkamat, His orders. The thing that Allah told us to leave, we'll refrain from. There is taste, temporary taste. But we won't take the taste, the shade from the unlawful things. So that brother, sister, brother who've understood these foundational points,